right, guys, so catch you up to speed a little bit more here. So got the car moved, facing the other way for the garage. We cleaned up the shop, so we have room to work. We've sold a few motors, so we're starting to get more room in here. Showed you guys the other night, the engine's in the car. Last night, put the intercooler in, trans cooler, and let me flip you. So I showed you guys previously the turbo drain. That actually works really good. I thought I was gonna have to buy more of this, but it looks like it's gonna be perfect for where I want the turbo. So I'm not gonna need to buy any more of that. Oh yeah, so this is what I was doing before I went inside. I got this in today. Got that in the mail. That was supposed to be here tomorrow, and it came a day early. Why can't all my other parts be like that? Like my turbocharger. I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. But I think I want to put this right there. And then, yeah, so let's see. So you're going to have this that runs here. You basically unplug your car. I don't have the harness in the car yet, but you'd unplug your harness and then plug this side in here, and then this side go into your harness. So it's basically just like it goes in the middle of it. It's really easy to do. Same thing on that side. And then for this, I watch SPP TV. I don't know if you guys ever watch them on YouTube, but those guys are awesome. He installed this setup in he's got a LS Turbo, old S10, or Sonoma, whichever one. But anyways, he was saying that the way this is set up is kind of backwards. So you got your dials here to change like your RPMs and that, so you can adjust, but this right here should be coming out the other side. And I totally get what he's saying, because if you put it like this, it's up, the box is like upside down, and you still got the dials on the inside. I wish it would just be like that, and then you'd have this wire coming out this side, but now I have to loop it down. Which isn't a huge deal. I mean, I don't really care, but I totally get what he's talking about now that I see it firsthand. So, oh, and worked something good is I had this button on the shelf. So, whoops. So I was reading the instructions on this two-step, and I guess if you have to be under the RPM that it's set at to activate it. So I put this activation button right on my steering wheel. And at first I thought, well, man, what if I'm just cruising, you know, at 4,000 RPM and actually bump that button? Well, I guess it won't activate because I won't be below the RPM that I have this set at. So if I have it set at 2,000 RPM and I'm at 4,000 RPM on the road and accidentally tap it, it's not going to activate. It's like a safety thing. So, because I was going to run a toggle switch on top of that button to where you flip the switch and then you can press it and it activates, but it looks like now I won't have to do that. So that works out cool. But I am going to go ahead and mount this, and then, yeah, we're going to put on some sloppy mechanics and get going. We'll get the show on the road. All right, so she's mounted. Comes with 3 self-tapping screws, so it's super simple. You do have 2 choices here, though. One, you can do a 12-volt source or ground. I'm just going to do a 12-volt source, so I'll hook this end, obviously, to, oh, sorry, it's dark, to one wire here, and then the other end to power. So, and that's that. And then once you hit that button, it should activate. Obviously, I can't show you guys because I'm a little ways out from starting this. So, but now that I got that set up, I think it's time to start on that harness, finally. I haven't really been dreading it. It's just, I wanted to get the hot side done, but we're still waiting on the turbo. So I'll take the next couple days and get going on that harness. So I'll probably do it out here. I'll lay it all out and see what we can do. Oh yeah. Billet, baby. Ah, the good stuff. How sweet is this?
Trying to find signal?
No, my buddy on, I met through Facebook.
Oh.
Just showing them our LSs. We actually got rid of a bunch. What's going on, my fellow gearheads? So tonight, we're gonna change it up a little bit. I actually started building the hot side. I shouldn't say start building the hot side. I cut the stock manifolds. I'm waiting on V-bands and that's it, really. I'm just waiting on V-bands because I want a V-band. I'm right at the manifold. That way I can I'll be able to take it apart easy, just like my other setup. So while we're waiting on that stuff, I'm gonna make my gauge cluster panel. So I just got my temp gauge in to match my oil gauge because I had an autometer, temperature gauge, and then a Bosch oil pressure gauge. So got the Bosch temperature gauge to match. I would like to get all my gauges on that panel now. All right, so after about 20 times taking it out, cutting, trimming, this is what I came up with. I haven't sanded down the edges or anything yet. It's just a mock-up fit, but I'll show you what it looks like in the car. All right, get the light so you can see. That's it. I know it's hard to see, sorry. I mean, it's just, a flat piece. Haven't drilled any holes yet, but it's gonna look good once we get the gauges in there. So now I gotta figure out, because I probably want the tachometer on that side, if I can run it. I was just kind of thinking the back of that tack is pretty big, so I'm hoping I have enough room behind, like this piece, to fit it in without it sticking out this way. But we'll start putting the gauges on this and see what we come up with. Alright, so got my gauges all over the place here. I'm gonna hold off on this for a minute because I left a space for it, but I have no idea what size this is yet, so we're gonna do the other ones first. All my other gauges are the same size, my boost, AFR, oil, and temperature, so that works out great. I think how I want it laid out, I want AFR, boost, oil, and temp. And I think we're gonna just go with that. So I'm gonna drill these holes real quick, slot these in, see how it looks, and then we'll tackle this if everything looks good. All right, guys, I'm digging the way this looks. Obviously they're not set in yet, or I should say bolted and tightened, but that's how it's gonna be. Yep, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to put this tack here. Sorry, look at this setup I got going. There's just so many wires and all these gauges already. It's kind of a nightmare, but obviously that'll all be behind this, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna figure this out, and then we'll get that installed. Hopefully it clears everything behind the cluster in the vehicle, and then we'll paint this, and that'll be that. We just basically gonna tie all these in for power and ground and stuff, so to make all the wiring cleaner. I got a lot of wiring to clean up, but let me know what you guys think on this. We're about done. That was a fast hour and a half doing all this stuff. So yeah. All right, let's finish her up. Okay, here she is, guys. Boom. What do y'all think of that? Yep, so tachometer worked out good. I could have went a little higher with it, but I'm glad I didn't because that leaves room to put the shift light right here. So we're gonna knock that out probably tomorrow. Yeah, so honestly, guys, I didn't think we were gonna get all this done tonight. A couple hours and we're done. So that's awesome. Yeah, buddy. I've already had it mocked up in the car. Not bolt or anything. I still got to drill holes in the corners and then a couple spots here to mount it to the car, but that's easy stuff. So we'll continue this tomorrow. Yeah, we'll catch you later tonight, guys. All right, guys, today's the day. We're on our way to pick up Ricardo, and then we're gonna go get his engine for his truck. So pretty exciting. Pretty anxious to see it. We've been getting sent pictures of it, like in process and stuff, and it looks good so far. But it'll be different now that it's all together. So Stay tuned for that. What's up, ladies and gents? Check this out. Oh my gosh. Skylar's gonna be track ready, man. Oh. Giving some love to the Skittle. Oh, is this your old one?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're in desperate need, bud. I wonder what brand those were.
I have no idea.
You already got it in, eh? Well, cool, man. This job doesn't look too bad. You're looking sweet. Oh, and you guys that don't know, last night we went and got Ricardo's engine. Here she is. Oh yeah. It's looking good. Matt Strong did a fantastic job on it. So we just got to get in the truck now. His turbo should be here any day now. So, oh yeah, very exciting stuff. Well, I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then maybe work on the hot side. Who knows? That's so nasty. Massive. Okay, so mocked up here. Last night I did the V-band on this. I'm actually gonna have to cut this right here because I thought I needed more room to do like kind of the U-shaped pipe, but the turbo is gonna sit right here, and with that piece I just put on, I'll be able to have a nice even turn going right into that. So that's pretty cool. And then here's the driver's side. So I got that welded up, and obviously I'm not done with this. I'm gonna clean up the welds, we're gonna paint them, and all will be good. But this end is gonna go on that side, this side's gonna go right there, so it's gonna be super easy. As far as wastegates go, I'll have enough room to piggyback my wastegate off here on this side. And then probably, I'll have to figure out on this, because I am running my exhaust up here, the 4-inch. I might have enough room to run it kind of sideways right here. So, but we'll see how that goes when they get here. So that's that, guys. We're gonna continue welding and try to get this hot side knocked out today. All right, guys, a couple days later, and the hot side is almost complete. I'll show you how far I've gotten so far. I did order 2 44mm wastegates. That'll be here in a few days. So, yep. I went ahead and painted the hot side anyways, just to see what it looked like. Yeah, I'll have to repaint it when I put in the wastegates, but it won't be that big a deal. It's really easy to do. So I'm gonna show you guys what's up. Boom. There she is, boys and girls. All welded, all solid. Ready to roll. Oh, and I got my throttle body in finally. Spent like a month and a half on that one. But so I got that installed yesterday, and yeah. So like I said, 44mm wastegate should be here soon. And I'm thinking about putting the one here and the other one here. The reason I'm running 2 wastegates is because I think I already told you guys I decided to do that divided flange there. So it'll just be way more efficient. Yeah, I am, however, I do gotta wait until I run my actual exhaust before I put the wastegate in. I might have to turn it because the 4-inch exhaust is gonna go right through here and right out the fender. So gotta do that before I get the car painted, which will be next week. It's coming fast, but yep, everything's bolted in, and the motor is gonna sit. I mean, I don't have the trans in so I can move the motor back and forth, but it's gonna sit about right there. So that is perfect for that wheel. I'm gonna order a turbo guard for it, and yeah, so I won't have to worry about anything getting in there. So parts, what other parts? Oh yeah, so I didn't do a video on this because honestly it was my first go at it, But what do you guys think about my relay panel? I did it last night. Came out pretty good, I think. Yeah, it was my first go at one. So we'll see. Now, Skylar, I bought Skylar the same stuff. I got him the same relays, the same bus bars, same fuse block. He's doing his actually tonight, and I think he's doing the same setup. So that's pretty cool. And his motor, oh man, it's kind of tucked, but his paint looks awesome. He went with a red block. He's got a black timing cover. It looks good, and it looks like painted this as well. Holy cow. He was here earlier. I was inside, but he was out working on stuff. That aluminum paint just looks so good. Yeah, so, yep. What else? You guys already saw that. Yeah, oh. And it's just parts day. Excited for parts. Parts all over the place. My fuel regulator is here. I think I might put that in tonight. I'm not sure yet. I'm only going to be out here for about an hour and a half, but I want to work on something. It's a little late, but that's all right. We're going to get rolling on it. All right, guys, so not a crazy busy night, but I did get that relay panel bolted up in the car, along with the gauge cluster and the switch panel. So I guess it sounds like a lot, but it really didn't take that long. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. Sorry it's so dark, my windows are still taped. So that's where I mounted the relay panel. It's right under passenger side here. The dash works out good because all my gauges can be ran from there right to here, and then here's my power block. So this is power, so I can power that up right from there. I don't have to go far at all. Here is my switch panel that I installed. Let's go to the other side and sit in the car. Bear with me, gotta clean the garage again. This place is a mess. Seems like it becomes a mess every day. So, all right. So here it is, all mounted, and then I just got one screw in this. I made a hole for the new push button start. So that'd be cool. Pretty neat. At least it's not. I don't have switches all over the place like before. And then voila, got this installed. All the wires are just kind of dangling right now, but they'll all be cleaned up. So yeah, not bad. It looks like I got a lot done tonight, but really this didn't take that long. Sorry again about the light, but this switch panel is definitely pretty cool. And again, this was like 30 bucks on Amazon. Pretty cheap. And this I think was like $10 for push button. Not too bad. So, but anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight, and then tomorrow we might be working on the exhaust exit. So hopefully Ricardo brings the 4.5-inch hole saw, and we can cut the fender and be good to go.